So the seven dwarves are going to Rome. Yay, I'm live. All right. If anyone's watching right now, I've got to record I'm gonna record a TikTok real quick, and then we're gonna get into the stream. So, welcome, and give me a sec. So the seven dwarves are heading down to Rome. And when they get to talk to the Pope, Grumpy, completely out of character, is talking a lot. So Grumpy goes up to the Pope and he asks, "Pope, do you have any really short nuns?" And the Pope says, "No. All of our nuns are relatively tall." And Grumpy says, "Are you sure? None that are like around my height?" And the Pope says, "No. All of our nuns, I believe, are over 5 feet tall." And Grumpy again says, "Please, just any that are like 2, 3 feet tall. Are you sure?" And the Pope says, "No, my vertically challenged son. We do not have any short nuns in our employ." So the seven dwarves leave, and as they're leaving, you can hear the other six dwarves chanting, "Grumpy fucked a penguin, Grumpy fucked a penguin." There we go. I've recorded a joke for TikTok, and now we get to stream like normal fucking people. Let me just fix my setup real quick. And let me put on... Do you guys want music? I feel like I should play music, but at the same time, this is a text-based game, so it's, I don't know. It's up to y'all. You want some music in this biatch? Or not? Whatever. I'll play music later if y'all want it. But for now, let's just get into this. Let's just get into the stream. And let's just... Here we go. I've got my setup all good. And welcome to This Book is a Dungeon. Start from the beginning. Tick, 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 tick. You remember a time when you used to steal aching glances at the clock, praying for the strike of the merciful hour that had finally set you free. Temporarily released from the shackles of the tiresome workday, you'd eagerly rush home, shed your work clothes like a burdensome second skin, and flit off into the night to join friends for merriment and mischief. Those days are gone. The shift came on slowly at first. Sharp pains, dizziness, restlessness, insomnia. But as even more unsettling changes tightened their grip within you, it became clear something was very wrong. Poked, prodded, examined, analyzed, a battery of tests, a gauntlet of medical pummeling and anxious uncertainty, and then the waiting. When the call finally came, you already knew the answer before the words rolled off the lips, rasping away on the other end of the line. Lost in an echo chamber, your mind parsed only snippets of the doctor's news, the ones that stung the most. It's terminal. A year left to live. Maybe 2 at best. I'm so sorry. And then you're alone. What am I playing? I'm playing This Book is a Dungeon. I figured since I can't stream on TikTok anymore, I might as well make best use of my smooth, soft, deep, sultry voice and play some text-based adventures. Now time is your enemy, siphoning away the last of you with every passing moment, draining the light, the color from your world, leaving an emptying shell of aching hopelessness and dark anticipation in its wake. The clacking of keyboards, ringing of phones, and casual banter of clueless coworkers is a steady ache. It rakes at the frayed corners, pulls at the tattered edges of your weary mind. But the appointed hour has arrived. It dampens the din, if only for a short while. Tomorrow is another day, for them at least. For you, possibly. You linger for just a moment longer, letting the eager parade filter through the exit. The last to leave, you close up, lock the door, and pull your overcoat tight around you. A spitting mist turns to downpour well before you reach the dry sanctuary of the putrid subway entrance. The stairs are a descent into unpleasant smells and hustled near misses as bustling crowds crush together to get to and from their mundane 9-to-5s. For a moment, you miss that simplicity of routine, the promise of continuance. Standing at the edge of the platform, you look down at the electrified tracks. Wind picks up in the tunnel, signaling the rapidly approaching train. Your mind wanders. You imagine what it'd be like to be caught on the tracks right as the train comes barreling through at 60 miles an hour. Death is a beacon, drawing you ever closer. It swirls and dances on the sparking steel girders below. It teases and taunts, only inches away. "Come to me," whispers the siren call. It's not yet time. You take a few steps back from the yellow line. 20 minutes feels like an eternity in the packed subway car. Damp, sweaty, exhaustion and regret mix with the promise and... Exhaustion and regret mixed with the promise and delusion. A wagon full of cattle, oblivious, tuned out, numb. Stop by stop, the opening and closing of the door thins the herd. It's a welcome culling, a shifting of space, a loosening of knots. Soon you're the last, and you can breathe easy again, but you'll still scan the car with a quick glance out of habit. One last time to make sure you're truly alone. Except, you're not quite alone. There's a small leather satchel sitting on an empty seat in the far corner of the car. You glance around again, not trusting your weary eyes. There's still not a living soul save your own. The handrail is sticky with grime from the clutch of 1,000 dirty fingers. Filthy. You wince at its touch, but it offers stability as you work your way to the other end of the car, towards the orphan satchel. Where did its owner go? The bag is weathered and worn. Some tired soul will no doubt be missing its contents, you gather. A high-pitched whine pierces the air as the car rocks and rattles. The lights flicker. 32nd Street. It's your stop. Hello everyone who's joining us. Welcome to the stream. Time to go. Do you take the bag or do you leave it there? Considering... You can barely hear me? Fuck. Okay, wait. Give me a... I can fix this. Here we go. How about now? I've doubled my mic sensitivity, so there you go. Now you can hear me. Anyway, do you take the bag or do you leave it there? I'm gonna take the bag, considering this book is a dungeon. You instinctively reach out and swipe the bag, figuring it's better off in your hands than left to wander the dark tunnels inside a giant metal beast alone. Thick, stale, underground air turns cool and damp as you emerge from the city's high-speed intestines and hit the noisy streets above. 340 steps later, you're at the door of your second-story apartment, fumbling the keys, muttering under your breath. The lock finally gives way. Peeling off your soaked coat, you drop everything on the table, kick off your shoes, and check your answering machine. You're at max volume and it's still shit? Fucking. You know what? Let's fucking... Can you hear me now? I'm sorry guys, I'm trying. I don't stream like this often. Here. My mic's gonna do some dumb shit. There we go. Okay. I'm sorry about that. My mic's a little broken, so every time I touch it, it hums. So I'm sorry for your ears. that probably hurt a lot. Anyways, let's get back to it. Peeling off your soaked coat, you drop everything on the table, kick off your shoes, and check your answering machine. You have no new messages. No surprises there. Ignoring the pile of unwashed dishes in the empty fridge, you sidle back to the table and remember. The bag. Inside the bag, you find an old book. I knew it. The book is aged and weathered. Its cover is adorned with an ominous skeletal being that looks half human, half serpent, and the title is written in a language you don't have the tongue to decipher. Open the book. Unlocking the old book, you open the cover. Oh, motherfucker. You open the cover and flip through the dusty pages. The book appears to be blank. How odd. First page. The frail pages seem brittle to the touch, as if they're in danger of crumbling into nothingness, yet your fingers resonate with an unknown energy. You turn to the last page. Nothing. You flip to a random page and find nothing. Are your eyes playing tricks on you, or did you see the faint glimmer of words fading from view just now? Flipping through the pages, a faint flicker of ink catches your eye. You flip back several pages to try to find it. After much searching, you uncover a page that sports a faint drawing of a keyhole, sketched in pencil. You instinctively reach out a finger and trace it over the drawing. A sun-sharp pain, a paper cut, spurs you to pull your hand away quickly. Looking down, you notice the keyhole sketch has changed into a fanged serpent. Spots of your blood dot the page. The room swims. You feel faint and disoriented. Your vision goes blank as you hit the floor. What game is this? This is fucking... this book is a dungeon. It's a fucking quality game. Fingers. It sends a raw white heat burning through your consciousness. Then, empty space. You fall through the black void, erasing the past, erasing the future, only the present. What is happening? Where am I? Who am I? What is this darkness eating away inside of me? And then a light. Ooh. Hey. Oh shit. Look at the little map there. You awaken in a small chamber, illuminated by the light of a single flickering torch resting in a sconce at the far wall. The sharp throb pulsing behind your eyes fades quickly, but an unpleasant chill is creeping in. You notice words scratched into the stone floor. At this distance, the torchlight is too dim to make out what they say. You grab the torch from the wall sconce and take... Fucking stop yawning. Ugh. You grab the torch from the wall sconce and take comfort in the subtle warmth it breathes across your face. You can now get a better look at your surroundings. Holding the torch closer to the floor, you can clearly see the inscription carved there. It reads, Chapter 1, Why the Walls Bleed. Oh. A heavy wooden door to the south appears to be the only way in or out of this pit. The door creaks and shudders open as you strain against its weight. You find yourself in a larger stone room that's cavernous and empty. The echoing sound of water droplets comes from a passage to the west. You catch a whiff of something familiar, something out of place. Is that... citrus? You also notice another passageway to the east, as well as the door you just came through. What do I do? West is right. No. West is left. East is right. So I figure let's go west. There's nothing there. The narrow corridor opens into a dead-end room that reeks of over-ripened fruit. You're blasted with the sweet, pungent odor, which nearly overpowers you. Looking around, you notice a viscous reddish substance draining out of several large round holes in the walls. This mysterious fluid drips down in a slow, syrupy cascade, collecting in stone basins carved along the base of the wall. The only exit is through the passage you came in, to the east. Alright, what's up with this reddish substance? The sweet odor is emanating from this odd liquid. You decide to leave it alone, for now. Exit through the passageway to the east. Okay. Continue to the east. Pushing further into the unknown depths, your eyes play tricks in the torchlight. What lurks in the darkness ahead, skittering away just beyond the glow of your torch? As you round the corner, you notice a small alcove in the passageway here. The corridor continues to the east. The northern passage leads around the corner back to the west. Alright, what's in the alcove? There's a large crack in the wall of the alcove. It's not big enough for you to squeeze through. Who knows what could be in there? Reach into the hole. You reach into the hole and immediately recoil as a teeming mass of stinging, biting insects swarms up your arm. It takes a minute to fling them off. Thanks for that, assholes. Okay. East. The passage extends to the west and the north, I guess. A pile of bones and skulls lay scattered across a large stone slab in the center of this chamber. Along the far wall, a series of sharp hooks dangle from the ceiling by chains. It's clear that much suffering befell the poor souls who met their fate in this place. Smears of their dried blood, now darkened with time and decay, paint a macabre scene. A passageway extends to the west. The southern door opens into a long hallway. A pile of bones. The bones have been picked clean and show markings of being gnawed on. You notice 2 human skulls amongst the remains. Feeling compelled to sift through someone else's remains, you poke around the bone heap and find an old rusty knife. Alright. What about the skulls? Searching through the remains, you discover one of the human skulls, which rolls off the stone slab and scatters to the floor. Beneath it, you find a scrap of paper. The aged parchment is faded and covered in drops of long dried blood. It reads, "This awful place. What have I done? What have I become? Please forgive me." Alright. Sharp hooks. You imagine what it might feel like being strung up with one of these rusty things hooked into your guts, waiting to be eaten alive. Then you banish the thought from your mind. That is horrifying. That is horrifying. Cool. Let me just take a moment to cool down from that imagery. Oh, I don't like that. Alright. Southern door. Oh, wait, shit. To the west. The floor has collapsed in the hallway ahead, which is flooded with stagnant, murky water. On the opposite side lies an ornate door. You peer into its depths and wonder what might lie in waiting just beneath the shimmering surface. Chunks of rubble are crumbling off the side of the wall by the edge of the walkway. Proceed to the other side or go back? What's up with this rubble? You pick up a fist-sized chunk of rubble and hurl it into the water. It splashes, then sinks. The water's surface comes splashing to life as something makes quick work of the rubble. You quickly skirt around the edges of the watery corridor while the unknown beast is distracted. Cool. Ooh-woo. Beyond the ornate door, you enter a nicer room. The stone is more chiseled and refined. Red tapestries hang on the walls, and the decor is a comforting upgrade from the dank, crumbling corridors you just crawled out of. 4 tall display cases are positioned around the fancy chamber. You also see a stairway leading to a door in the north, a smaller closet door to the east, a passage lies to the south, which we just came out of. Display cases. At a cursory glance, the towering display cases appear to be filled with a greenish fluid. There's also something else inside them too. Alright. Display 1. Preserved within the green fluid is a desiccated corpse that looks like it might once have been human. It's missing both arms. The body's one remaining leg is tethered by a chain latched to the base of the display. The mouth has been crudely sewn shut, and a cluster of worm-like creatures are floating out from gaps in the stitching. Ugh. Alright. Number 2. I gotta sneeze, wait. Motherfucker. Alright. Display number 2. You find a wolf-like creature hanging upside down in the green fluid. Its poorly stitched stomach cavity has burst open inside the display, with ropes of long, stringy worms floating out from it alongside its entrails. Looking more closely at the gruesome display, you notice the creature's eye twitch and blink. Huh. 2 severed human torsos have been stitched together in a gory mirror image at the waist. Ropey clusters of worms are spilling out from the seam. Huh. I don't like this. This one's empty, drained of its fluid, and lacking a grisly companion within. Thank God. What's up with this closet? The door is locked. Alright. To the door. Oh, hello, sir. That is... You're very pretty. Very, very pretty. Alright. You walk up the small stairs, opening the door and entering a sitting chamber. The clanking of chains draws you further into the room. Bound to a throne resting at the far wall of the chamber, you find a creature with the body of a man and the head of a bird. It looks off into the distance, unblinking. There's also a large door to the west, and the door you entered in to the south. Right. Fuck this creature, I don't like him. The heavy door is decorated with scratch marks and dried blood stains. It's locked. Okay. A creature. As you step closer, the creature speaks with a slow, raspy cadence. Ah, I feel a presence. What is it? What is it? Oh, what could it want with me? Little me, shackled away in these filthy metal irons. Filthy little irons to hold my flesh and bone. It is a strange thing indeed. So very strange and fleshy it is. It reeks of other world, doesn't it? Little me wonders why it stands there, poised with some unknown purpose. The thump, thump, thump of its heart beats a hair faster now, doesn't it? Like the tap, tap, tap of ticking time. What manner of fluid flows beneath its skin, wonders little me. Ah, its breath is tinged with wicked curiosity. Oh, what could it want with little me, then? Does it seek to put the sharpness to my flesh and spill my essence to the floor? Does it take my shiny? Does it feed me the delicious sweet nectar I crave? I miss it so dearly. Or perhaps it has something else in mind for little me. Well then, speaking in that cadence was an experience and a half, might I say. Honestly, I have no idea what to do. Fuck. Yeah, I don't really... Any suggestions, my fair dudios? Any at all? I'm open to suggestions. Cool. No one? Alright. I say... Let's kill this bastard. You're fucking creepy. I hear the resonance of cold metal in its grasp. So very sharp. It does indeed approach with a murderous intent. Hell yeah, I do, brother. Oh yeah, everyone's saying kill him. Fuck it. Where then does its black heart crave to cut first? Does it put the blade to my throat and slice the life from little me? Does it pierce my chest to puncture my own beating organ? Or does it wield the blade to trace a path below, revealing my entrails beneath? Little me awaits your transformative desire. Heart. You plunge the rusty knife into its chest. It howls in agony, then quickly slumps into the throne, lifeless. After several moments, the body begins to dissolve, leaving a skeletal frame in its wake. As you turn to leave, you hear a clatter and are struck hard from behind. You fall to the floor, dropping your knife. You roll over quickly to find the animated skeletal form of the bird creature upon you, its bony hands wrapped around your throat. Holding you steady with one hand, it sinks a taloned finger into your eye socket. Between your own muffled screams, you hear a sickening pop, and it's scraping around inside your skull. With your remaining eye, you see the bird creature place the eye it just plucked from you into its own hollow socket. It then reaches down to acquire its mate. Your vision is wrenched from you as warm blood spills across your face. The anguish is intense. Your body begins to weaken from shock and blood loss. You feel yourself being dragged along the stone floor. Your consciousness fades. For a long time, the world is black, and the turbulence in your restless mind proves an unforgiving companion in the solitude of your pain. Then, an uncomfortable squirming sensation across your face jolts you back to the waking realm. The world remains black and you struggle to breathe. You try to bring your hands to your face, but they're bound by thick chains. Something is slithering around inside your eye sockets, tickling your raw cheeks with its small, slippery tendrils. You try to scream, but your lips have been sewn shut. As you strain against your bonds and push in all directions, you slam repeatedly against a hard surface. It sounds like glass. You hear a grinding clank, the sound of metal on metal. A warm, putrid-smelling liquid begins raining on you from above. The squirming sensation in your eye sockets intensifies as the fluid pours over you. You try not to retch. The liquid is rising as it accumulates around your ankles. Before long, it reaches your knees. You can barely breathe as it creeps up your chest, continuing to pour down from above. Within moments, your chin is dripping into the vile liquid. You lash out with every ounce of your remaining strength and push your head up and back to gasp whatever air you can. The fluid doesn't stop. It seeps into your nostrils, filling your lungs with a burning, choking misery. You've perished in one of many horrible ways. Try again and change your fate. Yeah, I have perished horribly. Ugh. Alright, skip right to the first dungeon area, I guess. Time to skip ahead, I suppose. Hurry up. Alright. I like your TikToks, by the way. Skull hentai. Make more TikToks. Jesus Christ. I don't want to do anything right now. That was just horrifying. I guess... I mean, we can't do anything else. Oh, wait, fuck. To the east. To the east. East. North. Southern... fucking north. West. Rubble. Skirt. And, go to the north. Hello, creature. Alright. Let's skip through this, because reading it last time was horrifying. I just got really deep into that character, you know? Alright, I'm gonna take your fucking shiny. That's what I'm gonna do. It does come for my shiny. You tug the necklace free from the bird creature's neck. Now it searches for my sweetness, the creature mutters. Alright. Right, the closet. You unlock the door and creep into the large closet, which appears to be home to many strange vials and instruments of some dark alchemy. Fucking. You rummage around the detritus and find a small wooden bowl. Alright. Oh, right, the liquid, the red shit that's back here. Alright, so to the south, to the southeast. Alright, let's get our knife. Poke around the bone heap and find an old rusty knife. Alright, southern door, west, 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 reddish substance. This must be the substance the strange creature is thirsting for. You have a bowl to collect the red liquid with. Moving closer to the pungent ooze cascade, you carefully position the ornate wooden bowl beneath one of the streams and manage to collect a generous amount of the sticky red goo. An unsettling cackle echoes through the dungeon, far off from the east. The sticky, sweet-smelling substance you've gathered rolls around in the bowl. What is this stuff? Your stomach growls. It feels like ages since you've had anything to eat or drink. No, fuck that shit. I'm not fucking drinking that. Fuck that. I don't want to end up like Birdman over here. Alright. Oh, wait, fuck. West, ornate door. North. Bird creature. And so it returns. What could it possibly require of little me? Waiting, waiting, waiting here. Always waiting for the next to come and play. Does it feed me the delicious nectar I crave? I smell that it has brought me something nice. Will it give me a taste of the sweetness to little me? Yes, the sweetness. You bring the bowl of sticky red fluid to its beak. The creature takes a sip. A moment of pure ecstasy washes over its face. Then it writhes and convulses with a sickening gurgle as it strains against the chains. After a moment of this, the convulsions subside. It gives little me another sweet taste. Please? The creature rasps, breathlessly. Fuck you. You know, fuck you. You're probably gonna kill yourself. Yes. Again, the creature hungrily swallows another gulp with a newfound desperation. This is followed by another bout of writhing, more violent than before. The creature looks pale and sickly now. More. It gives little me more. Why the hell not? Let's fucking kill this bitch. The creature howls in rage. Why? Oh wait. No, I wanted to give it more. You pour the final draughts down its beak. The bird creature writhes in agony one last time. It twitches, jerks its head to the side, then stops moving. After a moment of stillness, the creature's skin pulsates and begins to liquefy. You look closer at the bleached bones of the bird creature's skeletal remains, and notice a strange object in the pile. It's another key, larger than the first. You grab the larger key. The bird creature's corpse rests on the throne peacefully. Does it? The heavy door is decorated with scratch marks and dried bloodstains. It's locked. Try the key. You place the key in the lock. It fits! You unlock the door and the key immediately crumbles away to dust in your hands. You step through the doorway and enter into a sprawling cavern. The door slams shut behind you and disappears. The floor drops up in a sharp cliff up ahead, though you can't yet see what lies beyond. A dim reddish glow illuminates the cavern walls beyond the precipice. You also hear a roiling gurgle and bubbling sound echoing from the path ahead. Approach the edge. As you creep closer to the edge, a thunderous howl reverberates through the cavern. You look down at the sickening mass writhing below. Ugh. So that thing was producing the goo. Gross. Ugh. The cave floor on the ground below is almost entirely covered in a mixture of slime and thick, ropey strands of mucus. A giant worm-like beast is perched on the far side of the cavern, belching blasts of a sweet-smelling red substance from a putrid orifice. The vile liquid flows outward from its pulsating frame and pools to the opposite end of the cavern. I'm busy.
Okay.
Please, no, Mom, I'm busy. Honestly, I'm streaming. Get out.
Okay, what about...
Mom, I'm busy.
Shoveling?
Bye.
2 hours?
Ask Tyler.
He's asleep.
Get out.
Okay, can I do part of your...
No!
Okay.
Mom! Jesus. Alright. The vile liquid flows outward from its pulsating frame and pools to the opposite end of the cavern. You watch it slowly drain into a hole in the wall, traveling to the deeper reaches of the underground realm. The massive creature undulates and writhes every few seconds, releasing more of the noxious fluid. Another howl from the beast echoes through the cavern. It's partially blocking the path ahead. Climb down to investigate or look around the upper cavern. I'll look around. Your eyes scan the nooks and crannies of the upper cavern. The beast howls again, shaking the cavern walls. It knocks loose a few fist-sized stones along the wall. You also notice a narrow ledge you didn't see before. It appears to creep around the side of the cavern, but you can't see where it leads. Alright, what's up with these stones? Picking up a stone, you consider your options. Hurl the stone at the beast, try to slink across the narrow ledge, climb down to investigate the lower level. I see what he's getting at here. So we're gonna go across the ledge and then chuck it, right? Like we still have the rock, right? The ledge is barely wide enough to get a footing on, but you manage to creep out into the upper cavern as you grip the wall tightly. Inch by inch, you move your way across the gap. When you finally risk a glance at the ground far below, you realize that you're right above the worm beast, which is when the fragile ledge crumbles beneath your feet, sending you flailing downwards towards the grotesque creature, and right into its gaping maw. You thrust into dank, putrescent darkness as the slippery membrane of the beast's stomach intimately caresses your flesh. As your air runs out and digestive juices begin burning your skin and eyes, you remember the rusted knife tucked away in your belt. The blade handle hits your grasp. Pulling it with all your strength, you plunge the jagged blade into the creature's stomach wall. Ichor spills over you, and the world tremors with violent force. You frantically stab again at the darkness, and the blade cuts deeper, again, and again. Just as your strength begins to fail, you see a crack of light and push towards it, slicing with your last will to survive. Precious air! It comes in big gulps, birthed in the membrane of blood and slime. You emerge from the worm's innards very much alive. The giant worm, however, is still lying in a growing pool of its own fluids. Foul. You wipe off as much as you can and make haste to the stairwell beyond. As you descend, the rough-hewn cave passage gives way to stylized... Oh shit, okay. That draw you deeper into the well-lit chamber ahead. Hey, I did it. TBH, I thought you lived by yourself? Dude, I'm 17. I don't know what y'all expect from me. Alright. Torches illuminate the entire length of this decadently adorned hall. A series of gallery paintings are hung along the north wall, while a towering statue stands watch over the far eastern wall. That was horrid. You approach the large stone statue and take note of its peculiar design. It appears to be a man clutching his own spilt entrails. The figure also has 3 eyes in its head, each staring blankly into the nether. Alright. Torches illuminate the entire length of this decadently adorned hall. A series of gallery paintings are hung on the north wall, while a towering statue stands watch over the eastern wall. A trio of paintings rest on the wall, each depicting a scene. A small silver plaque below the painting reads, "The Silent Library." Alright. What about the others? It's called The Darkness of Night. Okay. It's called 4 Walls. Alright. I can dig it. How y'all doing in the stream? Ow, bitch. Fuck braces. You know what? Fuck this shit. I don't want to wear these fucking bullshit. Alright. Y'all doing good? Y'all doing great? Horrible. How about you? I'm gonna be honest. I woke up and then I started streaming. So like I haven't eaten anything today or like anything. This is the same cup from last night. How long you had them in? A little over a year. Why am I banned on TikTok? I don't know, but every time I try to stream it says, "Oops, your account's been suspended." I'm depressed. Aw shit, I'm sorry, Wildcats. But, without further ado, let's get back into this. So I guess we gotta touch a painting, then I assume we go into it, because, like, we can't pass the statue. What seems interesting? The Silent Library. I see a Grim Reaper there. That probably means lots of death. Alright, let's do this. You reach out to touch the canvas, and the moment your finger makes contact with the aged paint, the room spins into a blur. Knots coil in your stomach as your body is wrenched into the air. When the world stops spinning and you regain your senses, you find yourself in a study brimming with books. Huh, neat. A warm glow emanates from the Motherfucker, that scared me. Okay. I have a speaker sitting on my desk and it just chimed for no reason. That was fucking scary. I'm so tense because of this game. Jesus. Ugh, I hate TikTok. By the way, I love your jokes on TikTok. They're hilarious. Make up your mind. B? Ghosts? Nah, it's just my speaker, fam. Alright. Now that the spooky is over with, let's get back to the motherfucking game. Right after a yawn, of course. A warm glow emanates from the crackling fire. You're tempted to recline in one of the fine leather chairs positioned near stacks of books in this well-stocked library. A piece of singed parchment rests on a small table by the fire. The only exit is a door to the north. Parchment. It reads, Chapter 2, Texts of Damnation. Okay. Books. Several books with intriguing titles stand out from the rest. Select a book? Sure. The Sting of Passion, The Creeping Doom, Nothing Left to Give. This book is titled The Sting of Passion. It describes the exploits of a lustful empress whose thirst runs deeper than mere carnal pleasures of the flesh. I don't want to read any of this. The book is titled Creeping Doom. It's a handwritten series of diary entries penned by a lone explorer who finds something amiss in the deep forests. I assume we'll have to read one of these later, so I'll get a fucking general gist. It describes a young couple's struggle for survival while lost in an Arctic storm. No. Okay, door to the north. All the warmth and splendor of the cozy study vanishes as you find yourself in a sprawling library, choked with stacks of old tomes and a thick layer of dust. Time has been less kind to this ancient repository. The air in this dilapidated library vibrates with a foreboding energy. Silent words whisper forth from the pages, calling to you. Piles of old books are stacked across a large desk on the north wall. Dusty bookshelves buckling under the weight of vast knowledge rest against the west wall and the east wall. The southern door returns to the study. Let's go to the desk. The heavy desk is adorned with carvings of demonic entities and runic symbols. Piles of thick tomes are littered across its aging surface, which also bears several deep claw marks tracing a path off the edge to one side. It's a miracle these texts have stood the test of time. Their brittle pages seem held together by some unknown force. Fuck it. Prayers to the Cosmic Serpent Divine. That sure is a title. The words are scratched on the page, penned in dark crimson ink. Alright. Tools of Magic. Mechanics of the Invisible World. I don't want to read any of those. Maybe later. The heavy desk. On the far side of the desk, you find a large drawer. The lock's keyhole is situated inside the mouth of a fanged human skull carving. Okay. There are more books. West Wall. An endless parade of tomes with grim, peculiar titles is found along the massive bookshelf on this wall. Inked, bound, and catalogued, these antiquated books hail from a time long past. Demonic Entities from Beyond. A primer. Sure, why not? Read this book? Nope. Psionics and Defense from Psychic Attack. Assault. Nope. A Summoner's Initiate Grimoire. And the Codex of Symbols. Alright. And the East Wall. Rows upon rows of books are lined up along the wall here. You feel a slight breeze brush your face. Oh, it's that passage. I get it. So one of these books opens a passage. All right, I get it. So many words from a time long ago. Knowledge and arcane power collide across the pages of these dark texts. The laws of the sect. Where's the book I want? Portals and the Dimensional Veil. So, fraud and fakery? Do I have to read it? Clever. It appears this book is entirely blank inside. You flip through the pages anyway. Halfway through the book, you find a secret compartment hollowed out in the pages. Inside the secret hideaway, you find a small key carved out of a human finger bone. Well, that was obvious. And where do we need a key? In the desk. So let's go to the motherfucking desk. The desk. Use the bone key. You place the bone key into the lock and turn it until you hear a click. The skull carving springs to life and bites down on the fragile bone key, snapping it off in the lock permanently. The desk drawer is unlocked. Examine its contents. Inside you find a small silver bell and a bag of salt. There's a strange marking inside one of the drawers. Carved into the wood of the desk drawer, you find an ancient symbol that exudes an electric current that raises the hair on your arm as your hand draws near. As your fingers touch the ancient notches in the wood, a faint tingle races through your veins. You hear a strange click from the western wall of the library, then the feeling passes. East wall. Wait, you hear a click. Where is... One of the books has been pushed forward, out of place. Push it back in. You push the book back in and hear a rumbling sound coming from the study to the south. An endless parade of tomes... Oh, wait. What? Game? Please. The southern door returns to the study. A small panel has opened the wall above the fireplace, revealing a button. You press the button and hear a low rumble from the ancient library to the north. The bookcase has shifted aside to reveal a secret passage leading downwards. Let's go. The smell of decay wafts from below. As you descend the staircase, a crisscrossing network of long scratch marks are clawed along the descending passage. You hear something creeping up the stairs towards you. Oh no. You encounter a Stone Lord. Attack? You damage the Stone Lord. The Stone Lord is injured and prepares to strike. You manage to dodge the attack. The battle continues. Alright. Attack. You dodge. Attack. Your injuries are superficial. Attack. You damage. Damages you. Attack. 2 HP. Attack. Okay. Dodges. Can I kill you? Can I kill you? Please. You critically damage the Stone Lord. You have slain the Stone Lord. Cool. I don't know what that is. You survive the encounter. You absorb the blood of your fallen adversary and feel invigorated. What the fuck? Okay then, moving on. The stairs lead upwards towards the west and downwards towards the east. Up. Oh shit, wait. Okay, down. A faint whisper echoes down the stairs to the north. The trail of scratch marks continues around the corner and down the stairs to the south. Well, let's avoid those bitches. You hear whispers coming from the chamber downstairs to the west. It sounds like it's saying, give. The moment your foot crosses the threshold, the whispers stop. At the far end of the room, you notice a glass display case. The only exit in this room is the stairs leading upwards to the east. Looking through the protective glass enclosing the top of the case, you see a book inside. It's bound in an unusual blood-red leather and inscribed with the image of a demon on its cover. In the base of the display case, there appears to be a compartment. Okay, what's up with this glass? Do you want to break the glass? Slamming the glass hard, you fail to affect it in any visible way. Though the pulsing pain in your fist is another story. Alright. The compartment is locked. You'll need a key to open it. Alright. Can't do anything here. So let's go... The atmosphere... I don't know if you can even see this. He can. Yeah, I can see you, Ian Cox. honestly should be more people here. Yeah, there should. Ugh. I fucking I get like 700 viewers on TikTok and I get like 10 on YouTube. This is bullshit. Damn. All right. The atmosphere grows heavier as you round the corner and continue down the stairwell. With each step further, the staircase feels a little colder, and the hair on the back of your neck perks up. The stairs go down to the west and upwards to the north. It's immediately clear that this room has borne witness to many awful happenings. You can feel a dark, powerful residual energy lingering throughout this chamber. Deep gouges, dried bloodstains, and singe marks on the stone walls and floor weave an unspoken chronicle of ancient ritual, sacrifice, and otherworldly encounters. Nice. People hate me. Oh, I'm sorry, Wildcats. Wassa, dude? Not much. Wassa with you, Lily Schmidt. Alright. The side walls of this grim ritual chamber are lined with narrow cabinets. There's a large altar along the southern wall. Once well stocked, these old cabinets are now mostly littered with old dusty herbs and a vile assortment of bottled ingredients. Your meticulous searching doesn't come up completely empty-handed, however. One drawer contains a stack of half-burnt candles. Another holds a small pouch with a key. Alright, and guess where those go? You approach the altar. You do not have all the tools necessary to conduct a ritual. Alright. North, west, display case, and key. Do you want a tiny key on the display case? You unlock the case. Hello, tiny demon man. Are you going to kill me? The compartment flips open to reveal a sharp ritual dagger resting next to a stone siphon that drains deeper into the base of the display. The siphon bowl is carved into the shape of a gaping demonic maw. Is it still snowing where you are? Yeah, man. Dagger. Game? There we go. Etched into the cold steel of the ritual athame are simply the words, give. With the sharp ritual knife resting in your hand, you feel its blade whispering for a taste of your flesh. The siphon bowl awaits an offering. Give. Slicing a gash in your hand with the knife, you let the blood flow freely into the demonic siphon's mouth. Within seconds, the stone carving's eyes glow bright crimson, and the glass case holding the book shudders, then melts away to nothingness. Demonic Invocation, the Book of Rituals. Knowledge required to successfully summon the various aspects of the divine serpent. The Call of Orthalm. Invocation of the second form. I was trying to click on the first form, whatever. You hear from TikTok? Thanks, fam. To call forth Orthalm, perform the ritual sequence. First rite, set the candles in a star arrangement. Using salt, draw the truth symbol. Ring the bell 5 times. Give an offering of saliva. Recite the passage below. My body and mind are out of sync and ripe for your conduction. I beseech that your presence be known, great collector. Alright, you know what? I'm actually gonna... I assume I've got to perform one of these rituals, so I'm gonna take pictures of, Why the fuck was Flash on? Alright, whatever. That probably ruined the picture, didn't it? Alright. Motherfucker. No Flash. Boom. Cool. So let's grab all these. I'm not going to bother reading them. Maybe accept the invocation. I am the light. Fucking focus, bitch. I am the light, the dark, and the nether in between. Reaching out to you, dweller of the hollow void, deliver your will unto me. Okay. The Call of Bothros. My suffering is great, drinker of pain. Join me now, great one, so you may taste of my agony. Alright. That was the third form. Fourth. Our fires burn as one, dark tempter of the underrealm. Show your form so that I may marvel in its divine splendor. Alright. The Call of Kalal. I am ready to solve your challenge and be absolved through your ancient knowledge. Impart upon me your ever-shifting wisdom. Fuck it. Let's just do it. Like, I assume there's knowledge about what I should do in the fucking in the library, but fuck that. You have a deeper voice than I thought? Yeah. You approach the altar. The necessary tools have all been gathered. Begin the ritual. Placement of the candles is the first step in the invocation ritual. How will you arrange them? Fuck. Who do we want to summon? Let's see. We have Kelal, Zerasul, Bothros, Abrax, and Orthal. Alright. Deliver your will. My suffering is great, drinker of pain. Sure, fuck it, let's do that one. Okay, so we're summoning Bothros. First rite, set the candles in a cross arrangement. Shadows dance upon the walls of the ritual chamber. They make a swirling mass of malevolent shapes that seem to be eyeing you with great interest. Drawing of the ancient symbol is the next step in the invocation ritual. Which symbol will you draw? Oh, motherfucker. Using salt, draw the dark symbol. Which one looks... This one looks dark. You pour the salt in the symbol of dark. Fuck yeah. I guessed right. Let's go. Okay. Intonation of the summoning bell marks the next phase of the invocation ritual. How many times will you ring the bell? 13. The resonance of the bell stirs the darkness around you. The ritual now commands an offering of sacrifice be made to entice a response from the Dark Ones. An offering of blood is required. You spill your blood and the spirits are pleased. You must now recite the final incantation to complete the ritual. Which passage shall you recite? My suffering is great. You summon Bothros. Chill. I can do that. Cool. I summoned Bothros. It's Dungeons and Dragons? Nah, fam. This book is a dungeon. Alright. A dimensional hole opens in the air before you, and the crescendoing moan of countless souls writhing in perpetual agony spill forth. From this black void of torment, the form of Bothros emerges. All 5 of its mouths speak as one. Your soul will taste most exquisite among my collection, mortal. Utter your final words. Plead, bargain, flee, or fight. Bargain. You offer to trade one of your possessions in return for your life. An intriguing proposition, especially when I could simply take whatever I desire from you. Bothros pauses a moment to consider, then speaks again. You will have nothing of material value I want, but I will take this instead. Bothros is upon you in an instant. Its tentacles wrap tightly around your body. The demon sinks its maw into your arm and pulls ferociously at your flesh. Your blood spills across the floor as it rips your arm clean from its socket and devours it whole. Your essence is sweet upon my lips, mortal. Now I shall drink further of your suffering. You're paralyzed as Bothros slithers closer, wraps its tentacles around you tightly, and draws you with it back through the void. You spend the rest of eternity in unending torment and suffering, a plaything for the dark god's sadistic whim. I've perished. I've perished. Dormammu, I've come to bargain. Motherfucker. Tentacles equals hentai. Bothros is hentai. Alright, we're at an hour. I think I'm gonna stop the stream here and try streaming on TikTok again, because, you know, might as well try. I haven't even tried today. I just booted up YouTube and I was like, I want a game today. Alright, so, we got to the gallery hub, and that's where we'll leave off. So, goodbye, fams. I'll see you later. Oh wait, no, I'll do what I do at the end of all my streams. Wait, if am I allowed to? Um, can I? I don't think I can like accept fucking super chats. So I'm just gonna dip because I always say like donate to make the stream longer, but I don't think I can on YouTube. So goodbye everyone. I'll probably see you tomorrow because I like to stream every day, more or less. So have a nice day and goodbye.